The lecturers and students are saying, we are together. We cannot be divided. We have seen tactics of some vice chancellors saying there's divisions between lecturers and students. We are saying we are together, and that the lecturers' strike, from the WASU perspective, is going to continue until the 2017-2021 CBA is concluded. We had a vice chancellor saying that some lecturers have decided to go back to work. We are saying that vice chancellors do not speak on the behalf of lecturers. I am a lecturer. I'm not going back to work. We are not boarding together with our students.
So as KNBD, we are saying, before these issues are addressed in full, the lecturers, the medical doctors who are doing the post-secondary training, we call the registrars, will not resume duties until the issues we are talking about have been addressed. And they want to send a warning to the government of Kenya, because they are becoming insensitive to the issues which are being raised by the workers in this country. And as unions, we are consulting amongst ourselves to have a day of mass protests in this country, whereby all unions and all workers converge at one point, and we have sit-ons and we have protests, so that there is no electricity, there is no water in your houses, there is no school which is ongoing, there is no university which is teaching, there is no hospital working, no health center. Everything comes to a standstill, so that everybody can come to the table and negotiate. And we address the issues which workers are raising. There's no way in a country which is functioning, we have lecturers, the intellectuals in this country, being on strike for more than 70 days, and nobody cares. People are busy forming toxic forces, gallivanting all over the country, taking selfies. We are telling the CS for education, Madam Amina, you are no longer in Foreign Affairs Ministry, where you used to have meetings and take selfies and post that you are having this meeting. You are no longer an ambassador, you are the Minister of Education. Can you sit down with the leaders of these unions, especially issues of clinical allowance and the lecturers, CBA, which has not been signed, and have it addressed?
And that is why we are saying as a union that we need to go back to our national values. We cannot have a country where things are just there, you know, it's business as usual. We just think that it's okay, and then we start having, you know, some other measures. So we are saying as a union that this strike needs to end. We are ready to sit on the table. We have engaged before, but I think government also needs to be serious. Na sisi pia tunaomba wananchi, tafadhalini, ongea na wabunge na wanasiasa, hata rais, hata hii handshake pia walete kwa hii maneno ya workers. You know, we can't just have a country where we are mediocre. What are we building? We are building bridges to mediocrity. You know, when universities are not working, hospitals are not working, wananchi are suffering, and every time we talk about these things in the media, they just look like it's play. It's like we are living in two different countries. There's a country for other people, and then one for wananchi. And 90% of our people still depend on these hospitals. Their parents who work very hard, who sell their land, sell their cows, to ensure that their children go to medical school. And then when they come to medical school, this is what they are subjected to. They find there are no lecturers. So I think as a country, we also need to be serious. Even as citizens, we need to be serious. So it's not just a failure of leadership, it's also a failure of citizenry. These are the things that should attract protests. Kenyans, these are the things that should attract protests. When your hospitals and your universities are not working, you are not a country. You are not a country. So you go around your business out there thinking that these issues do not affect you. These issues affect you. And then we, over time, become a failed state.